Hello Libra, and welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of August 2014. Now we will be covering your home and your family, your career and goals and aspirations. We'll be looking at your finances, health and well-being and relationships during this period of time. The first thing that you do have around you in connection with the home and the family. Look, this is one of those months that you are best just to let all routines go out the window. You've got an uncontrolled card or a won't be controlled card, okay? And what you may find is that there is a little bit of a conflict of interest. You may be wanting routines and structures and balance and all of this, and you may be finding that this month really does not deliver on that. Not to say everything goes out the window and you go, this is an absolute disaster. What it could do is that it leads to something a little bit better for September and October, okay? Now there may be a change in property, a change in your income or finances that affect the home during this period of time. You may find that it's just a wait and see attitude, okay, to see how other things turn out, and especially to do with family members. But I do feel that all in all that this should be quite a successful month. In connection with your career and your goals, now you are going to be finding that this month really does bring up a time of staying a lot more focused. You've got a lot going on during this period of time. Your attention span could be very minimal, okay, and if that's the case, it could be that you need to kind of look at what needs to be done first and maybe focus your attention just there. Now you may also find that you are really filling in for other people. There is a little bit of a downside to this month. It's more somber. You feel kind of a little bit more repressed, okay, as far as your career and goals. There might be a lot of outside circumstances that are bringing this forth, and if this is a time, you know, if this is the case, then it's really about you trying to focus on what can be achieved at this time and what, you know, what needs to be kind of be left for another. For those that are looking for work, you may be finding that this is one of those times that you need to really write down your goals and your aspirations, be more punctual, okay, or more detail orientated with your CVs and applications. I feel that you could be finding that this is not a really good month for going, oh, woe is me, why am I not getting a job? It's more about what can I do to kind of lift this energy up? What can I do to make these changes? What am I not putting out there, okay, that could make me a potentially, you know, employable? Because I just feel that, you know, by having a little bit more structured rather than putting the energy everywhere, you may find that you've got some really good results coming out. In connection with your finances, okay, now with the Eight of Wands in reverse, it always means blocks and delays, but I often bring this up for being problems with money needing to be spent in connection with transport, car, travel, those types of things that you don't account for. So make sure insurances are up to date, make sure that, you know, you've got good tyres, you know, make sure that you've checked your accounts, that you've got enough money sitting there. You just could be kind of be finding that there is just those little kind of like little problems there, and if you have to cancel just say a flight, you could be finding that the refund takes longer to come through, so don't count on stuff that isn't there. The big thing for this month is about you reassessing your financial nature and how to restructure it to become a little bit more what we call advantageous or a little bit more positive, and this is by removing the waste or removing problem areas from your finances, and by doing this you're going to be finding you can turn this month around, especially where money is concerned. In connection with your health and your well-being, now look, this is really one of those months that it is about you going back and finishing what needs to be done. The card that you've actually got is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is the neglect of duty. So where are you not following through on something, okay? Even if it's a diagnosis, get a second opinion. You could be finding that there are challenges here, okay, that are kind of encouraging you to go a little bit further, look a little bit further. Maybe it's time for you to kind of turn your attention to yourself. You've been great at giving it to others. Now it's about you looking at your own health and your well-being and your happiness and what makes you who you are, and kind of putting that back in, okay, to you, because I just feel that you've got one of those times that you've kind of feeling like, yeah, it's going okay, then it's not, why am I doing this? It's almost like you know what you need to be doing, but for some reason you're either lacking that motivation or you just don't have the time and the energy to follow through. In connection with relationships, Look, relationships are going to need a little bit more patience. You've got a period of time here that you could be finding that you and your partner are not on the same wavelength. This is not something that you're going to, you know, do a lot of damage. It just could be that it's about you kind of being a little bit more tolerant to each other. Maybe you're tired and they're too busy and you need help and they don't want to help, you know, vice versa. It doesn't really matter. What this is, it's about, you know, there are opportunities here for you guys to kind of, you know, get some quality time together, but it's going to take a little bit more effort, and it could be because you've got quite a lot going on in the background at the moment, which is kind of influencing or taking up, you know, much of your you know, quality time that you would spend with your partner. Now, for those that are single and looking, this month is a think before you initiate month. Why? Because somebody can be looking really, really great. They could have tick all the boxes. They could have all the, you know, what you want in the right place. But your impatience could push them away, or even their impatience could scare you off. So it's about being patient. It's about letting it unfold naturally. It's about seeing where love wants to go and what needs to grow. What experiences do you need to get from this month, okay? And to be able to really get to know that person, or even get to know yourself a little bit better, okay, will work wonders.